Right, what's happening, everyone? Yeah, right, this is a funny one, this, right? This is a funny one, this. I'm going to tell you the background of it as well, so I'm probably going to go on for a little bit. Right, I've got a mate, and he's my good mate, and like, we always do like little pranks on each other and that. Like, he's got me a few times, he's done like just weird things and that, so just like one of them kids who just can't leave on his own, or he just does weird things, you know, all that. So, get on this, right? We decided to go to Amsterdam. So I said to me, should we go to Amsterdam? He's like, yeah. He said, when do you want to go? I said, we'll go like next weekend, the weekend after. So this was last summer, not this summer, last summer. So he's like, sound. So he told his bird he's come to Amsterdam, and his bird's just been like, you're not going with him to Amsterdam and all that. So I said, lad, bring her, and I'll bring my bird. He's like, what? I said, lad, we'll just ditch them. We'll just, you know what I mean? He's like, all right, sound. It was the morning we were going, right? Listen to this. The morning we were going, I had a house what I didn't live in, what was empty, right? I had my own house, but I had another house what I used to rent out, and then the tenants were just knobheads, so I just legged them, you know what I mean? So the house was empty, it'd been empty for about 3 months, something like that. So I get a lecky bill, right? This is what started it. This is what started it. So I got a lecky bill. So I thought that's not right. I thought no one's even lived there. I thought no way. So I phoned them up because we weren't going until we had to be at the airport for like 7 o'clock in the night at Liverpool airport, and I was taking my car, so I was going to put it in Liverpool airport car park, you know what I mean? So it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. So I thought I've got a few hours, everything was ready, I had my little bag ready, everything was ready, all in the car, ready to go. So I'm going through all these letters, and I'm thinking, that's not right, so I phoned the lecky company up, and I'm saying to them, that's not right. They're like, well, we've had to estimate a reading because we couldn't get a reading. And I'm like, why couldn't you get a reading? They're like, we just couldn't. So I said, you haven't even been out to get one. So I mean, because the lecky box is outside on the wall, so what do you need me for? Do you know what I mean? You're a lecky man, go and get the reading, lad, do your job. He said, if you get us a reading, we'll be able to amend the bill. I'm like, all right, Sam, because no one had been there, so there's no one's used a lecky, I know for a fact he haven't. So I said, all right, Sam, so goes to the other house. And I'm thinking, how do I open this, you know, the cupboards with the little triangle thing, where you know, the lecky cupboards, what you turn and it opens, yeah. So I'm thinking, where's the key? So I goes in the house and rooting around in the car, I can't even open it, so I've got all kinds of like pliers, just none was working, do you know what I mean? It was like, I look like a proper knobhead. So I phoned my mate and going all the way. I said to him, lad, what's your lecky cupboard like? He said, what do you mean, lad? I said, lad, yeah. So I took a picture of the lock and sent it to him and said, have you got a key that'll work on that? He's like, I don't know, hang on a minute. So he's gone out, he's come back and he's like, yeah, lad, it's exactly the same. It's like a triangle. He said, I've got one here. I said, all right, sounds like I'll lend him. And he's like, yeah, well, obviously, what's up? So I'm telling him, he's like, yeah, the rats aren't there. I said, lad, badly though. So I flies down, he only lived like 10 minutes away from there. So I flies down, he gets this yellow key. I think it was yellow anyway. Yeah, I think it was a yellow triangle key. So he comes back, I opens it, and I've got the reading. So I'm sound. So I've put the key in my pocket. Listen to this. So I put the key in my pocket and kind of continued with my day. So I thought, I'll just keep it in my pocket, and then I'll put it in the glove of the car. So I put it in the glove of the car. So I just goes about my day the rest of the day, a few hours, going to see a few people doing what I'm doing, blah, 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 yeah. It comes round to where we're all going away. So my mate said, I've just got a few things to sort first, lad. I'm like, lads, we're going to be late, So when I got my bed, and then we've gone to this, right? As we've gone to his bed's just been shopping, and she's got bags and bags and bags, and she's putting it all in the freezers now. In his house, he's got like he lives in a big belted house, like a 5-bed detached, absolute monster of a Ken. And where you can park 7 cars there. You've got like 3 on the driveway, and then alongside the house, you can fit 4 cars in a line, you know what I mean? So, as his bird's put all the stuff in the freezer, all ready to go. Now, here's what you've got to understand. It's not his and her house, it's his house. Because if it was his and her house, then I wouldn't have done this, right? It's his house, but he's done loads of shit to me, and I'll tell you about what he's done to me later on if we get round to it. So, sitting there, so I said to my baby, yeah, get in the car, and I was like, sounds. So he gets in the car. As I get in the car, I went to get some of the glovey, and then seen the key, remember the key for the lecky box? So I thought, no way. So I've got it, and I've put it in my pocket. I was just about to say to him, lad, here's your thing. But he said something to me, like trying to leather me. So I've been like, what? And he's like, ha. No, I was like, oh, lad. I said, sound. So I thought, yeah, I'll get him back here. So as they goes round, as they get in my car, I've walked round me like, lad, what's that there? He's like, what? So I've opened his lecky box, yeah, and turned all his lecky off. Because I thought, sound, I'll just defrost all his shit. By the time he gets home, there'll be a puddle on the floor and all his food will be off. Yeah, I've won. So I thought, ha, right? So then I goes in his, and I put the key on the side, but I haven't mentioned it to him, do you know what I mean? Now, He's already in the car now, but the door was left open because I've been like, lad, I need a piss. So he doesn't know the leckies off because, you know what I mean, it was summer, so he didn't need, there was no lights on in the hall, nothing like that, he wouldn't have known. And everything was turned off anyway because we were going away. So, so I'm having a piss and I'm thinking, yeah, I think I've got him here. So we get on the flight. Now when we get on the flight from Liverpool, we're talking to these lads, and I'm saying to the lads, what are you doing, where he's going on? And he's like, lad, we work over here, we work in the damn square, we've got a bar. I'm like, have you? Yeah. He says, your bar? He's like, no, it's not my bar. He said, it's my mate's bar, though, lad, it's proper sound. He's like, make sure you get there, lad. I'm like, lad, I will. So he tells me what it's called, though. I'm like, yeah, it sounds. Now, what my mate did is, when we were in the airport, when we parked the car, he said to me, lad, I'm leaving my phone in your glovey. I went, why? He went, lad, I can't be asked for it, it's just a break, do you know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, sound. Now, this is proper important, right? This is like a key point of the story, what happens. So he's turned his phone off. His Percy, yeah, he hasn't even got the work phone to him, he's left me in the house. So he's turned his Percy off and put in the glovey in my car, in Liverpool, in the car park, in the glovey, yeah? And then we're on the way to Dam. So as we were on the way to Dam, we've met these lads talking about this bar, yeah, sounds. Now, my bird and his bird never touched it, yeah? They never touched what we were going to Dam for, do you get what I mean? In the coffee shops and all that. So they're like, what does it do to you? And we're like, no, listen, it sound. I said, you just being in the house with him while he's chonging it, you've been whipped yourself, do you know what I mean? But you just didn't know it. So they're like, yeah, it sounds. So we get to this hotel. Now, where the hotel was, it was called by Vondel Park, right? And it was about, I don't know exactly, but it was about half a mile away from the damn square, do you know what I mean? But that's all we could get it. There's just in a daze, in a rush trying to get it. So I'm trying to rent a car out, and I've left my licence in the house. I'm like, so we've got no car neither. So we get to the airport, get to a taxi, get to this hotel. As we're in the hotel now, I'm like, yeah, sounds. So remember, I'm the only one with my phone. Our birds have got phones, but I'm the only one out of us with my phone. So I put this bar in on Google, to Google Maps, to see where it is. So I'm like, no way, it's only down there, sounds. So we go for a little walk about, so it's like all of us, me, him, his bird, my bird, we go for a little walk, and we walk up to this bar, right? Now, on the door of the bar, there's two Scousers, right? I don't know them, I've never seen them before in my life, but the Scousers, so you just straight say, what's Ireland, lad? He's like, what's Ireland, lad? They're like, no way, where are you from, blah, 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 blah. I said, there's such and such here. He's like, yeah, lad, he's in there, do you want to go and get him for him? I went, yeah. He comes out, he's like, lad, what's Ireland, like, what's Ireland? He's like, lad, he's right. He said, lad, I'm working till 2. He said, this bar shuts early, though. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah. I said, all right, sounds. So I said, yeah, we'll go out tonight and we'll go to that bar and we'll all have a laugh. He said, sounds. So on the way back, we get to pizza, goes back to the hotel. So we're sitting there, so he mate's going to me, lad, I can't be arsed with her, you know. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, lad, I can't be arsed with her. So I said, what? He's like, lad, we need to ditch them. I'm like, lad, you can't just ditch them. Where the hotel was, where we were staying, on the same block, there was like a little coffee shop, but it was only like a little tiny thing where it's not recognised, it's not known. It was just like, do you know what I mean? Just like a family run thing. So I walks in there and says, have you got any cakes? He's like, yeah. I said, how heavy are they? He said, well, we've got these ones mild, these ones, and these ones are proper heavy. So I said, yeah, give 2 of them heavy ones. So he's like, yeah, gives them that sound, goes back in. So I says to the two birds, yeah, I've got you some cakes here. And I'm like, where's yours? I'm like, we don't need them because we believe, so what I mean? So he sounds. So this is while everyone's getting ready. So he's got his room, but everyone's just in my room, do you know what I mean? Because we're just all like having a laugh on it. So he says to me, I go and get a shower and give your bird that cake. He's going, no, lad, how much I'll give? I said, lad, you give it all. He's going, what? I said, lad, you give it all. I said, it's only mild, but I was lying because it weren't, it was proper heavy. And he goes to me, what? I said, lad, I swear. I said, look, the mildest one you can get to proper. So I said to my mate, yeah, I eat that. She's like, how heavy is it? It's proper mild. So Dave got the cake, he's gone in his room, he's giving her the cake. They're eating the cake thinking this is all like proper sound and that. Yeah, it's not sound like that. But honest to God, I've had a shower, I've been changed. By the time I come out, my babe just lying on the bed and says, I am not moving. She was absolutely whipped. I'm like, what? She's like, I can't move. She's like, I'm not going nowhere. So I'm like laughing my head off, like, are you messing? She's like, no. She went, I'm not. She went, go without me. She went, I'm not moving. So I've knocked on his door. I've been like, lad, he's on the door. And she's basically just the same. He's like, lad, what was in that? I said, lad, they were the heaviest ones. He's laughing his head off. I said, come here, let's go out. Then he's like, come here, then sad. Now, I haven't charged my phone because the plug was different, but I didn't have like one of them plugs, you know, to change it to. I was like, I thought I'll buy one from the shop or something, but you couldn't because it was too late by now. There was no shop that sold it open. So my battery was on like 20% or something like that. So we've used it to, you know, navigate getting there. We were walking. But it was like twists and turns where I'd never been in that part of where we were going before. I'd been in the dam like, but not where I recognised streets and just turns and twists, you know what I mean? So as we've got to the bar, the two scouts, they're like, what time, lads? And it's all like, what time goes in? Just all bevies flying that. And my phone's died. So I've got no phone. And he hasn't got a phone, remember this? So I'm like, no way. Lad, how are we getting back? He's like, we'll just ask people. I'm like, all right, sounds. So we're just partying away. One of the doormans points me in the right way for Lemo. Yeah, we're just, it's proper sound. We're having a proper laugh. Vibes are proper fun, yeah. Ends up just being sound with everyone. Everyone's sound with us, yeah, this is a belter. So we get out, and I'm like, lad, I said to him, lad, she'll have been ringing my phone, you know, I'm like, half my phone's off. He's like, yeah, but it's not your fault. I'm like, I know. I said, you should have brought your phone. He's like, I know. Now, him not bringing his phone bites him in the arse a few times, and then bites me in the arse heavy. So it must have took us about 2.5 hours to get back, because we just went the wrong way. We were asking people just like, do you know what I mean? So, like, most people could speak English and that, but I forgot what the hotel was called. I knew it was by Vondel Park, but I didn't know what the hotel was actually called. So I'm saying to him, yeah, well, there's a little coffee shop, and they're just like, yeah, that could be anywhere. And I'm like, no way. So we ended up just walking down, and we're having a laugh, just proper, having a laugh, bumping into people, talking to people, a few locals are talking to us, you know, just, you know what I mean, just proper sound, happy vibes. So we ended up finding the hotel. Everything's sad. She's just like half waking up now. They're both just like coming out of it. So remember, I've turned his leggy off right now, and remember, he's got no phone. So this is where it goes messed up, right? This goes messed up, right? So we're sitting there, and he goes to me, lad, I've had to get my brother to go to the house and all that. I'm like, what for? He went, just a sorting. He's just sorting something for me, lad. I'm like, oh yeah. I said, how is he, lad? Oh, sound. I said to him, well, he won't even be able to get older. He went, no, I've left my phone. He said, I should have really brought my phone. I said, has he got my number? He went, no. He said, he's got your old number, but I had a new number. He went, he hasn't got your new number. I said, he got your birth's number? He's like, no. And I'm like, well, he can't even get hold of us then. I said, is it important? He's like, yeah. And I'm thinking, what's he on about? So when I was clueless to what he was on about, I didn't know what he was talking about. And he never told me, so it's sort of half his own fault anyway. Cut a long story short, right, let's get back to the point of it. We're on the flight on the way home, and my car's in the car park, isn't it? In the airport. So when he gets back into the car, he's got his phone, he's turned his phone on, and it's just like bing, 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 it's his brother. There's just like 25 missed calls, like 30 messages, just like, where are you? And he's going, shit, lad. I'm like, what? He's like, lad. I'm like, what? He said, so we get back to this, right? As we get back to this, all the freezer food melted, right? The leggy's still off, right? And he goes, shit! Runs upstairs, and I hear him saying, shit! And I'm thinking, what? He only had a thing in the upstairs, didn't he? Yeah, with loads of plants. And I'm like, oh, shit. He's going, lad, what the fuck's happened here? He's going, lad, there's something wrong with the leg. He's like, lad, they're all dead. And I'm like, what? He's like, lad, they're dead. And I'm like, lad. I'm thinking, shit. So thought, that was all my fault. So I said to him, lad. I said, what? I said, lad, I turned your leggy off. And he went, what do you mean? I said, remember the key and all, and told him. He's like, well, why? Just why? And I'm thinking, he's going, lad, I was in on that with someone. And I'm like, shit. I said, lad, I'll give it, lad. He's going, lad. I said, lad, I'll give it. Shut up. I said, I'll give it a top. And he's like, lad. He's going, lad, I don't even want to take it off yet. I said, he went, yeah, just give me £5 then, and I'll give him it, lad. And I'm like, no. I said, lad, fair. I was wounded like that already. It's just cost me like 13 grand. Lad, what are you doing? I was like, so that's all my baby bear's like, lad, this is the problem with you two. You just fuck about all the time. You're always messing around and that. You're like little kids. And I'm like, listen, it's sad. I was like, I was wounded. So it goes back and I'm like, no way. So I phoned up the next day and I'm like, lad, come and get this off me, lad. He said, lad, I'm not even asking. He said, lad, he had taken it. He wouldn't take it off me. So I was just like, so what I done was I just transferred it. So there's a 10, right, and then once you've transferred it, it's just there, innit? I just wrote, lad, sorry, lad. And he hasn't got on it because he's got that much shit going in and out of his bank. You don't get notified if money goes to your bank. So he never got onto it for about a week anyway. And then when he did get onto the phone, he was like, oh, lad, he's going, oh, lad, nice one, lad. I was like, go on, sound. It's not to him anyway, but it was fun, mate. I pressed the button, and that button cost me 10 grand. Why? Just why?